right, we'll get started with questions.
Definitely thought it was Zoom.
Christyn's first one is for you. I know you were in Nashville with the Athletes Unlimited group. You know, a number of players, got contracts during that time. Just what kind of experience was that like for you, and how do you think that format suited you, helped your game, and allowed you to keep improving?
Yeah, it was a very interesting experience. There's a different leader or captain every week, and your teams change every week. So that was pretty cool to be able to play with different people every week. But yeah, I'm real happy to see people got training camp contracts out of that league. We all been working hard, and so for coaches to come out and give people opportunities, it's been pretty cool to see.
Diamond, for you, just the intensity of wrapping up a college career and going straight into WNBA training camp, it just feels like a whirlwind. Just how has that process been like for you so far, and what did your coaches and mentors sort of what kind of advice did they give you about handling that process?
They just told me work hard and keep staying in the gym, but like you said, it was a quick turnaround from the college to the training camp. I think I probably had about 3 weeks, and probably in those 3 weeks, I probably took like two days off. So it definitely was a quick turnaround, but definitely blessed to have this opportunity to get this training camp contract. So I just been working. I ain't have no rest time out for real. So.
Christyn, you played with Fee for a year. I believe she was a senior when you were a freshman. Obviously, a lot has changed since then, but what was it like to take the court with her again in that Husky tradition?
Yes, it's always a good day when you got Huskies in the building. Yeah, it's been real cool to see how much Fee has grown, and for her to see how much I've grown. Yeah, I was just a baby freshman coming to Stores, Connecticut, and she was our captain. And it's very similar right now, me coming in as a rookie and her being the vet. So just having that leadership from her and just being able to feel comfortable going to her, ask questions, and all the things is cool.
And Diamond, what is the kind of pride you have in representing HBCUs here at a WNBA training camp and trying to bring just more of a spotlight to that group?
I mean, honestly, picking the HBCU, that was kind of one of my goals, to like shine light on HBCUs and mid-major schools as well. So I'm glad I got this opportunity because no matter where you go, no matter where you play, talent is talent, and they're gonna see you one way or another. So I'm glad that I got the opportunity to do it. That way, if you want to go to HBCU or P4, it really don't matter, but just know that it's always opportunities no matter where you go. So that's kind of what I was put there to do. So.
Diamond, just wonder about the process between draft day and today. I mean, how many WNBA teams talked to you, and why did you ultimately decide to come here?
Draft day. Well, I did not get drafted, but and I was like, just stay ready, so you won't have to get ready. Like a lot of players that didn't get drafted or that got waived, they always say that's not the end of the world. Your time is gonna come. So I kind of just took that mindset, and then I think that Wednesday, the Lynx contacted my agents, and they ended up telling me, and I was super excited. And then I had to fly out Friday, so that was another quick turnaround. So I tried to do stuff in like 2 days. So that's kind of was a process from there. And my birthday was the next day, April 15th. So, it was just a lot that week, but I'm glad to be here, honestly.
Okay, well, happy birthday. And
Thank you.
I was also wondering if did any other WNBA teams contact you about coming to training camp, or was it only the Lynx?
As far as I know, I think it was only the Lynx. My agent was talking to other teams, like the Sky, the Mystics, and stuff like that. So, but the Lynx was the one that decided to give me this opportunity, and I always appreciate that. So.
Diamond coming to the Lynx and going into training camp with such a kind of stacked point guard room of just Courtney, T, but then also you have Lindsay on the coaching staff. What's that like going into a camp where there's so much experience and, Hall of Fame resume as well?
I mean, it's always a great thing to learn from people that's been here and people that's done it. I mean, like you said, Courtney and T, been in the league for quite some time, and me just seeing them on the court, and how hard they go, and I definitely respect that for sure. And Like Chris said, they always, be there when we want to ask questions, and they just super helpful. It's not like a battle. It's like, oh, we all in this together. So, definitely respect that. And Coach Lindsay, I mean, she, be asking me, do I want to get shots up? Like, she's always in my ear, telling me what I can do better. She played PG, so I mean, who wouldn't want to learn from her? So, it's been good. They've been super helpful and super, patient and teaching and actually teaching and stuff. So it's just a good thing overall.
For both of you, kind of what's one area that you want to make sure this coaching staff, knows about you as a player during this time, whether that be just like intensity, approach to the game, defensive mentality? What are you really focusing on right now to make sure that this coaching staff, knows about you and your game?
Well, for me, I'm a scorer, but I want them to see that I play defense too. So I play on both sides of the ball. Their tactics, they're real big on defense. So just making sure they know that I can play D will take me a long way.
No, yeah, same. I've been a scorer throughout my whole college career. Once you get to the W, you kind of, have to sit back and learn a lot of things, before you come in all strong. And I think I just want them to see that I can do, everything besides scoring, pass, play defense, rebound, and for smaller guards, pick up 94 feet, pick up at half court. So just doing those little things that helps the team. They got, scores and everything else, but how else can I add to the team? And that's kind of what my approach has been throughout this training camp.
We have one question on Zoom from Mia.
Well, hey Mia, you said I played a lot of basketball, make it seem like I'm old, but but no, I mean, I talked to a couple WNBA players before I even got this training camp contract, and they was just kind of like, "Yo, your time is coming. Don't dwell on it. Don't sit in it. Just be ready, get the work, and go to the gym." Talked to Erica Willer. She was a prime example of somebody that didn't get drafted, and she got the opportunity, and then she became the first WNBA player to become undrafted to win All-Star MVP. So, I mean, if you can take that advice that some people that's been through it and you can put it to yourself, I mean, that's the ultimate, that's the ultimate challenge right there. So I was just grateful that they, reached out and like, yo, your time coming, just stay ready. Because that builds super confidence regardless of what I was feeling the days before. So. I mean, that's exciting. Like, I just was, telling them earlier that, they're going to find a talent, no matter what school you at. But that's what I was, put here to do, to shine light, to be that person, to, I don't want to say go against the grain, but, it's not likely for me to go P4 to HBCU. So I just want to show people that you can do it anywhere. You can elevate any program if you believe in yourself and have that confidence, because that's going to go a long way. So going to be a lot of things that happen in life to where you just got to get through it, and you got to still have that confidence, because, once your confidence is shot, it's pretty much like, I don't want to say no coming back, but it's a hard time to get out that hole. So like it's good. I mean, the game is growing, not on just, the P4 level, but it's growing in every aspect in women's basketball. And that's kind of cool to see.